Hello everyone. November 18th. Around 1:30, close to 2 o'clock. And we are here at River Wildlife. Still the worst fall ever. But despite that, I can't help myself. I love fishing in the snow. And this is the first little ground cover we've had all year. So I'll give it a shot. Water sucks. There's no flow. There's basically no fish in, other than some half dead dying salmon. But no steelhead, no browns. At least in the water I like to fish. So that all aside, I'm coming out here just for fun today. So I also got some new plastic pants. These are my winter ones. A little bit bigger. I can layer underneath them. So got them back in the summer, but I'm trying them out today. So we'll see if those work. Well, here we are at Red Bushes, which seems to be pretty popular with the ducks right now. Not so much with the fish, but if anything, I might try and swing through that and that. At least there's a little bit of current flowing through, so I'll probably step up to about there by where that snowy log is. And I'll work my way down. We'll see. Hopes aren't high, but that's okay. Look at the snow. I love it. And it's still coming down a little bit, so we'll give it a shot. Alright. I think the salmon are finally done. Although I'm surprised there's actually not a couple of cohos farting around in here. And if it wasn't, I might even try swinging through just this upper part here. Just don't want to wade through all the deep stuff and spook anything that actually might be in there. Because right now this water is so low. We've got no depth anywhere, so basically no depth and no flow, so anything you're looking for around here is current and a little bit of depth to it. Find those two things and you're probably going to find some fish. So with that in mind, I'll try this little spot here first and work my way down. But as I said, hopes aren't very high. It's been a terrible season because the water's been so low. Rod of the day, same one I've been using all season with no luck. The 11-foot 6-weight St Croix. Throwing a 350 Skagit with it, but because the water's so low, I'm throwing an intermediate poly leader on it, and that's it. And even what, a couple days ago, I was snagging bottom with that. Crazy. Fly I've got on, I think it's a, well, it's white because it's always the color I use. I think it's of our variant. I don't think I got the whitey gun on today. But as you can see, it's really not flowing very good at all. But there's like 3 left of the red bushes, basically burning bushes. Years ago, this whole bank was lined with them. It was absolutely beautiful in the fall. This whole You couldn't even see the golf cart trail. The whole side of this little hill was just burning red, mixed in with ash trees. And then they snagged the bottom. But then they had to get rid of all the ash trees because of the emerald ash borer. So, like even over here, used to be a lot of trees in there. This used to be a tunnel in the woods, but emerald ash borer came in and they had to get rid of all the trees, chop them down. So it's too bad, but that's what happens. I've even got my gloves on today. A little chilly. Well, I'm very glad I've got a battery operated heated vest on, because that is nice and toasty. I should probably turn it down a little. First world problems. I'm not sure how cold water is. Actually, the water's not very cold. So I was thinking I might have to size up to some larger flies. Usually as it gets colder you go bigger, but it's really not that bad. And then, but then, you know, that's the conundrum, because with lower water you want to go smaller. So what do? But I'll just keep what I got on. It's a small guy. It's about 1.5 inches long. It'd be about equivalent to something tied on like size a single on a size 8. So yeah, about head to tail, it runs about 1 inch long or so. Not very huge. There's sometimes here when you got enough water and it gets late enough in the year, I'll throw flies that are 3-4 inches long in here, and they work. But for now, we'll keep what we got. I'm still... Yep, I got a little bit of crap on the end here. I think it came off. I just have to strip the fly in and do it like that. Just, there we go. Got a fish. And I think it might actually be a coho. It's not fighting very hard at all. All right. Yep, it's a coho. Very cool. So those are about the only salmon I want to catch around here. And they put up about 30 seconds of fight, and then they come in. And then once they see you, they'll put up about another 20 seconds of fight. But they are typically aggressive and pissed off at the world, so I'll take it. Yeah. But yeah, not a bad fish. Little guy. Male with the hook jaw. Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. Alright, get him unhooked. Set my rod down here. And say for a second there I thought I forgot my pliers, but I brought them. Come here, big boy. Oh, he's gonna die. Damn it. He took it so deep. he hooked his gills. Dang it. Well, unfortunately that happens. I'm not going to keep him because he's beyond condition to keep for anything, so unfortunately. I mean, as you can see, he's not even bleeding because they don't, once they get like this, so they basically start dying the moment they get out of the lake and enter the river. So we'll let him swim off, but he's not going to last long, unfortunately. But then again, he wasn't going to last long to begin with, because he's probably going to be dead in less than a few days anyways after he's done spawning. So oh well, that's all right. All right. Let's throw that. There we go. And then after this one, then I'll work my way down. Trying to get underneath that tree there, that's always a good spot too. I've taken a fish or two from underneath that tree. Alright, now I want to target that dark water behind there in front of the tree, running into it there. Of course, that stick is right in the way. That's alright though. Swinging through nicely, so that's good. So I can just plop it over. No biggie. Said we got current and a little bit of depth in here, so that's about the only winning combination we got around here. So I don't have to strip it in to get anything going here, which is good. And now I've got enough line out that it'll swing right around the stick. Oh, okay, there was something right there. Good. Good. All right, I know what I'm doing is working. So we'll swing another one through here. Just a little tappy tap on there, see? And of course nothing this time, but that's okay. A few have asked about my casting style, as it's a little bit unique. And being that I'm left-handed, and I learned on fishing a river flowing from right to left, just like this is today, I just was pretty much self-taught, and I would throw cack-handed over my upstream shoulder. And over the years I've learned that, let me get this stick out of the way, I've learned that casting in that fashion helps me start my rod tip up higher, which makes for a better cast, and it flows out perfectly nice. In fact, I think I fish better that way than I do if I'm fishing river flowing from left to right, just casting normally. People say, well, just learn to cast with your right hand. But I don't need to. I cast perfectly fine like that. And I flop the line on my upstream side, drop the rod tip, swing back around. I think they call that a parry poke, but I never met him, so I never seen him poke anything. But yeah, that's just how I taught myself how to do it. One of my best friends, who's also left-handed, actually casts the exact same way. So, in fact, he's Armenian, so they call that, the guys around here call, you know, dropping it upstream like this and then picking it back up. They call it the Armenian cast. So I've been doing that for, well, 25, 30 years. So why stop now? I think I'm going to change it up and change patterns, head upstream, and just make another run down this pool here. Take a look at that. Bald eagle, Merca. I don't know if you can see that or not. Very cool. There's one that lives around here that we see quite often, and that's him. Very cool. Alright, so let's re-rig and try a different fly, and we'll head upstream, run through here again. Now, I figured I'd give one last kick at the cat. I'm usually not a purple person, but it is a dark day, so we'll do a dark fly, and I got friends that swear by purple. And this isn't quite an intruder, but it's kind of an intrudery pattern, so we'll see. Should have plenty of movement in the slow water. I'm gonna just take a couple of swings through and see if I get anything. Like I said, not thinking I will, but you never know. Alright. This is my real last cast for the day. That was not a good enough cast to really be considered. I'll swing it out, but I'll take another last cast. There we go. Big dying Chinook crawling over the top there. And we'll let this swing the entire thing behind the riffle here. Alright, that'll do it. Now I'll call it. go home and make some dinner. Ugh. Alright, well, hopefully we get some water soon. Now, this is not very fun with the water conditions the way they are, but still better than sitting home. So, until next time, life is good. Retirement's way better. We'll see you soon.